In the early 1970s, our founder Jocelyn Helm had a dream to create a community resource center for older adults in the greater Princeton region, a resource that would enable them to live happy, active, and engaged lives as they support the community and are supported by those around them. That dream became a reality in 1974 in partnership with the Princeton Housing Authority and Karen Slaby, as Jocelyn contributed her own $1,000 prize from a dance competition to create what was then known as Tenant Services.
And I went to Karen and I said, Karen, I have $1,000. You have a housing authority and you have some space. I know you have space. And she said, as a matter of fact, we have an empty place over at Spruce Circle. I also had Sue Tillett. She could sit at the piano and just pump the piano, and it got to be a group of close to 20 to 25 people.
If you look at the history of the Center for Modern Aging, it's been a steady growth since the beginning. And that's really remarkable for an organization over 50 years. I mean, that's just astonishing when you can look at a steady trajectory over 50 years.
I love what's happening. It really feels like it's a continuation, that seeds were planted even before I came by the original visionaries of what PSRC could be, and to now see it continuing to grow and thrive is just really wonderful.
I feel that way too. Started as a very tiny organization and it's become more widespread and available and known by many people, and it's offering many options.
With visionary leaders, both staff and volunteers, over the next 50 years, Tenant Services was incorporated as the Princeton Senior Resource Center and is now doing business as the Center for Modern Aging Princeton. Through that journey, from the seed of Jocelyn's dream planted in the soil of Spruce Circle to the vibrant multi-site community center that now serves more than 6,500 older adults in the greater Princeton region, we now stand on the precipice of a great future. As we turn 50 and enter our own season of modern aging as an organization, we look forward with hope and anticipation to all the things that the future holds as we continue to build on that legacy to support the older adults in this region and beyond as the Center for Modern Aging Princeton lives out our mission, our vision, and our values, seeking to help older adults thrive for years to come.
I'm thinking back to COVID and when COVID hit and how we could just smoothly transition over from in-person to Zoom. And the way that we could explain to folks how to do that was just amazing. Another area that we're making headway is the diversity, to try to make these programming available to everyone.
Charlas del Corazón is our Spanish conversation group. It happens twice per month, and it's a space just to connect with native speakers or people who are learning Spanish. More than a conversation group, is an opportunity to connect and to take care of your mental health and just to promote wellness in your life. I think the Center for Modern Aging could be a leader, diversity, equity, and inclusion, not only in our area, but in a larger community. We have the opportunity to create more language programs. For example, in October, we are going to start the Indie Conversation Group just to bring another community. And every year we can improve and we can bring more languages and more programs for different kind of people. We can lead also more programs with a local organization and to promote the feeling of belonging.
I'm very proud to be coordinator of all the intergenerational programs, grandpas, seniors to seniors,
It makes me happy. It makes our participants happy. The ESL sessions, they transformed, and they not just a language learning session anymore. In a way, it could be a support group, people that exchange recipes, ideas, make new friends, and it's just been wonderful to see how we truly were able to reach to the community that was not a part of CMAP before.
It's seeing the connections that the students have made with each other. New friendships have been forged. People are doing things with each other from the class. And we hope that as their skills improve, they'll become part of the greater educational program that we have so wonderfully created here.
I read about a program that they were presenting called by Onstage Seniors. It was going to be like a little theater show or presentation, and I love theater. As I saw the show, I said, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. It's wonderful at this stage of life to be able to have meaningful activities to go to where you can stay young and continue to learn and enjoy whichever activities turn you on, whether it's art or entertaining or...
Onstage Seniors is one of those really special programs that obviously could not exist if the Center for Modern Aging didn't have donors and volunteers and people willing to support that programming. And it's so special, and I see the sense of joy and the sense of community that comes from people that participate, and the people that watch the performances, and the people that take part in the performances. And thank you to everyone who is responsible for making that happen.
I mean, obviously we are riding technology wave, and it's no longer a wave, it's a reality. So technology will be part of everyone's life. It already has become. What that means is that while we do become efficient, we also tend to lose in-person contact with folks around us. But the center continues to provide a place and a platform for people to come together in person and enjoy the topics that they want to enjoy together, have open discussions, learn from it, and truthfully age gracefully. So next 50 years, I imagine while the technology will continue to advance, that will get incorporated into interpersonal experiences at this center.
It's really remarkable. It has gotten bigger and better known as things we were dreaming about years ago. Not only am I involved as the board officer, but also as a client. When it came time for my mother to make decisions, they gave us marvelous help and advice that really made the quality of the rest of her life very wonderful. Princeton, where CMAP is ahead of the curve. Having these facilities is incredible. The very room we're sitting in, all the electronics and the technology and the people and the staff that are high-tech people, it's wonderful. This may be able to be shared with other towns so that we can share this with other people who can benefit from it as well.
This is a key part of your community, and get involved. You can get involved in many different ways. Use the services or contribute and help the services service better, even better.
I see a lot more growth ahead. We're probably going to at some point need more space. And we'll probably need to start thinking about that before very long. As I say, the quality of our staff has risen so much over the years, and we want to keep doing that. We're very unique as a senior center in this state and indeed in the country, I think, the way we operate. And I just think we're on a great path, and we will reach out further to both in terms of geographic sense and in terms of other areas of the community. And so I think we've got a great future ahead of us.
None of the last 50 years of our life as a Center for Modern Aging Princeton would have been possible without great leadership. The leadership of volunteers and staff, our board, and our executives who have given so much of themselves to make this possible. Tonight, we especially want to give thanks for our board presidents and board chairs that we honor. I want to lift up folks like Barbara Purnell and Claire Jacobus, Billy Emmerich, Paul Gerard, Norm Clath, Mike Kenny, and our current board chair, Joan Gerges. Leaders who have given their blood, sweat, and tears to this organization to help us become what we are. I also want to honor and acknowledge my predecessors, Jocelyn Helm's great legacy, Jan Marmer, who picked up that legacy and carried it forward into the future, and Susan Hoskins, who for more than 20 years gave of herself to make this organization as great as it is. I also want to thank our community and corporate partners, people that we honor tonight like the Princeton Area Community Foundation and Bloomberg Philanthropies, all of whom contribute to who we are and what we've become, and contribute to who we will become in the future. I also want to thank you, our donors, our participants, our community, because all of you contribute to making this possible. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you.
For the next 50 years, of course, I won't be around, but when you reach your middle years, it's very easy to sort of sit back and take it easy, but you can't ever stop. You need to keep going and keep your body active. It keeps your brain active. Never sit back. Don't sit down and do nothing. Keep going. For me, movement is life.